Welcome to 3D Printing Industry News. We are currently here in Shanghai, China for the Inside 3D Printing Expo, in which we'll be going inside to take a look at some of the cool things they have to offer and hopefully get to talk to some of the experts in the field as well. So if we're ready, let's go inside.
Hello everyone, we're here with Wim Michiels from Materialise. He's the Executive Vice President for the group, so welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So can you tell a bit about Materialise as a company and your services and products?
Sure. Well, Materialise is not a very easy company to explain because we are doing a lot of different things. But one thing is it's always about 3D printing, that's for sure. There are two things we don't do. We don't do machines and we don't do materials. And other than that, it's very diverse. But you could combine it into three major activities. One is service in 3D printing for, let's say, industrial applications, prototypes, models, but also final products increasingly. Second is medical, a lot of medical activities, software, services, surgical guides, custom-made implants. And then a third activity that we are really good at is software for 3D printing. So basically people who have a printer or in collaboration with the printer manufacturers that we do software that makes their machines work well and be productive.
Okay, and we're here at the Shanghai at the Inside 3D Printing show, and you have a strong presence here at the show but also in Asia, so our viewers are very keen to hear your presence here in Asia and your plans here in Asia going forward. So.
Well, Asia is going pretty good and is an important region for us. So we, as a company, we have really a global presence, and Asia is a very important element in that. What is happening currently in Asia is a lot of new developments in the field of 3D printing. It's definitely true for the 3D printer manufacturers, so the development and manufacturing of 3D printers. And so that is one area where currently we have a lot of work and we see a lot of opportunity moving forward to collaborate with those printer manufacturers. So that's already ongoing, but there are still so many out there, especially China. It's incredible how many companies are starting up to do this kind of work. So we work with them to make, again, the software component for the printers. That's one important area, and the second important area is the medical field, where basically two things. On the one hand, you see more and more medical device companies in Asia that are making their own products. So in the past, they would import products from Europe and the US and use that for patients. Now, increasingly, they will make both multinationals and local companies. They will do their own developments and use software for the engineering that we provide. On the other hand, you have the surgeons who are increasingly using our surgical products in Asia as well.
Okay, and you mentioned China there, very interestingly actually. That's very high growth market for 3D printing, as many other regions as well. Yes. Is there something specific from your perspective that is interesting here in China?
In China specifically? Well, one of the things in China is, of course, the enormous support from the government.
Yeah.
The push, the support, and that makes a lot of things possible. And Chinese are so interesting, they look at things in a big way. If I look at a Belgian or a European, they will typically take things very easy, step by step, don't take too much risk. That's not the Chinese. I want to make it big. Every Chinese has an enormous big dream if they start a business, which is also very nice for us because that means that they will take some risk and they will want to work with state-of-the-art technology. And that is very much present in China. And that is a difference to where it was many years ago, where it was low-key. People will do everything at lowest cost possible, but not necessarily at high quality, and that is changing.
Okay. Yeah. And your plans for 2015 as a company, can you elaborate on that?
It's very much what I already mentioned. So we are the established player, and we want to reinforce that also in that collaboration with printer designers and developers, manufacturers. The medical field it's only starting. We did this acquisition of AutoView last week, which is reinforcing our position in that industry as well. And these are really some of the core strategies also for next year.
Okay. I wish you all the luck here in Shanghai and beyond, so thank you very much for being on the show. Thank you. Thank you.
you.
Thanks for watching 3D Printing Industry News TV, brought to you by 3D Systems.